Rose, Rose, Somebody call a Brinks truck, the boss back. 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 Somebody call a Brinks truck.
Hi, my name is Dina Marto. I am the owner and founder of 12 Music and Studios. I also do talent management, artist development, and some publishing work, and I consult different clients on their projects. 12 Music and Studios is, well, number one, a recording studio in Midtown Atlanta. We've been here for 5 years. We have 4 rooms. It's a 4,000 square foot building. And 12 Music is my artist development company where I take artists from the ground level and then I develop them and either get them major record deals or we put them out independently. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be in the music business. So I actually started as a singer and a songwriter. But then when I got into music, I started to do things on the business side, and so I never looked back at the creative side, and I just moved forward on the business side of music. Some of the trials I had to face just coming up in the music business, of course, is number one being a woman. So you're in a male-dominated industry, men are gonna try you all the time. It takes a long time for people to gain respect for you, and just being young and not knowing the business all the way, I had to kind of learn as I go. And I had to really pay a lot of dues. And I think people think this is like an overnight business, but you have to pay so many dues. I'm 15 years in and still not anywhere close to where I want to be success-wise. And I have paid so many dues and had to just build my credit with people and build these relationships. And I think that's the most trying part, is that you have to wait a little while before you actually see some return, some money come into your pocket. So you're like, okay, I'm on the right path. I absolutely don't think women get the respect and recognition that they deserve, especially in male-dominated industries like the music business. I think in any industry, honestly, it's hard for women. We don't get paid as much, or we don't get promoted as much. We have to work 3 times harder and 3 times longer than a man to even get the same recognition. So I think with women, it's just really trying to earn people's respect and having to work extra hard when a man seems to do it a lot easier and faster. I've been knowing Rick Ross for so long, and I actually was there when he first got signed to Def Jam, and so our relationship has grown and built from there, and so he has a trust for me, and we are partnering to do Artists First, which is going to be signing writers and producers to a publishing company and finding new talent for Artists First and Maybach. And it's really exciting to work with Ross. He is such a smart and amazing businessman. He understands branding, he understands hard work ethic, and I'm just happy to be in this position with him. I think I'm inspired by a lot of people, but just mainly by people's work ethic. I think Diddy is super motivational. He makes you feel like you can really accomplish and do anything. I obviously was mentored by L.A. Reid, so I have a lot of respect for him and his eye for talent and being able to groom and spot talent very easily. Obviously, Shakir Stewart, who I worked under for a very long time, and he was just an amazing negotiator. He knew how to be in the streets but then be in the corporate setting at the same time. I think I'm just inspired by any person, woman or man, that works really hard and just has a big vision and goes for it. Do's or don'ts for women in the business. Well, I would say do not put your personal business out there. It's not for everybody to know. It could be held against you at any moment. I think you have to be really selective of who you hang out with personally, crossing those lines, and then obviously just, looking at how you dress, how you present yourself in different business settings is really important. So I would say do not dress inappropriately so that you don't get the disrespect that you don't want. And it's really about carrying yourself a certain way and treating people with respect, and that way they'll turn around and treat you with that type of respect. And if they don't, you just have to stay persistent and consistent so that they can eventually realize that you're here to stay, you're here to work hard, and that you're not going anywhere. I think one of the most memorable moments of my career is receiving a proclamation from the city of Atlanta. That was a big moment for me. That was when I announced my partnership with Rick Ross, and it was here at the studio. So just owning your own business and being able to be recognized by your peers and by the city for that. And I really love Atlanta, and I want to have my roots here forever. So that was a really big moment for me, and just being honored in that way, that was a big deal. I do a lot of consulting work with major artists, and independent artists, but I also have my own artists that are signed to 12. Inc., who is the lead of Vintage Nation, which is an incredible band. Inc. is an incredible songwriter and vocalist. So look out for her because she is on the way. I've actually teamed up with Polo the Don for her. And then I have Hefner Guap, who is from East Palo Alto. He's actually a film student. He is signed to Empire, and I'm super excited to be working on his next project. And then I have Brenda Mata, who is signed to Def Jam currently. We just put out her first single. I teamed up with Bangladesh on her, and we're about to put out her first project. So I'm super excited about all my talent. I think what's next for me and my business, 12, and all the clients and everything that I have going on is we're going to be moving into the tech world and more into the digital content creation space. So we're always keeping music as the foundation, but we're building on that by connecting it with other things that work hand in hand, which is technology and content creation. So I'm really excited about going into that space and obviously growing my talent and creating long-term careers. I'm Dina Marto, and you're tuned in with Hip Hop With Her.
Every day was life and death, that's when the cash came.